Welcome to Coffee Break with Hayley. I'm a professional dancer and a rolfer. As a rolfer, I help you with your roofing and your golfing. Jokes aside, not really. I don't help you with your roofing and your golfing. But there is something about a relationship to the space above us and a relationship to the space below us, and a relationship with gravity. So I help you into a better relationship with gravity in your posture and in your alignment and in your movement. Yeah, because there's no use fighting gravity because it's real. I'm pretty sure it's real. Okay, so today we're going to look at the art of waiting. How could we build a potential for patience through our walking pattern in a movement exercise? So we're going to be sitting on a chair. So you need to have a chair. If you need to pause me a moment and go and get one, then do. Great. So I'll show you first what we can do together. So sit quite close to the edge of your chair. Yeah. And then shift along. So one of your sit bones is kind of off the side of the chair, and that leg rests behind, so the top of the foot is on the ground. Yeah, like that. So it's like hanging. Yeah, so find a way that you can comfortably do that. Yeah, my knee's kind of going in a bit. This foot though is beautifully on the floor. Yeah, behind you. Yeah. So you might want to move the foot around so you can find a comfortable place in that way to be. Yeah. Cool, and then we're going to practice shifting to the side that we have our sit bone on the chair. And an image for me that's really useful is if I imagine all the sand on this side, all the sand that is me, or some sand in this side of me, slowly falling to this side and to the ground, as if it's like all settling into the sandcastle of this side. Yeah. So you might shift your centre a bit, like we do in the walking pattern when we go actually to the side first before we go front. Yeah. So we're shifting, all the sand of you is falling. I feel it really gathering in the outer edge of my arm and the outer part of my leg. Yeah. And let it also gather in the foot. So it's all falling down to the ground. Yeah. And you wait until you have a sense, and you just trust your own sense, your wild imagination, that all the sand has settled in that side and gone to all the way to the little toe. Yeah. And then we ask, could I press a bit with my toes? Yeah, with the toes of this leg. And does the foot then, could it roll a little bit? And at some point, as I press, like I'm pushing into the sand of the ground, and the foot's rolling in, and is there a point that this leg could be drawn through? Yeah, try that again. So all the sand settles in this side until it's grounded in the little, so it's all gone out and it's spread out into the little toe as well. We press with all the toes. We might feel the foot rolling, or maybe we just feel a big padding foot. Is there a point at the pressing of the toes and this foot, this standing foot, without bringing too much tension in the back? Because you might need to go back a bit in your back, yeah. The pressing down of this leg could bring this one through. Yeah, try one more time. So you can go to the centre, shifting, pouring the sand until it's in the little toe. Until it comes through. Now, if you're really having trouble doing this, my email and my number is in the description of the YouTube video, so you could give me a shout and I could talk you through it if you need to. So we're going to do maybe 4 times on one side and then we go to the other. Sit bone with the other leg out, and we do on that side to some sound. Okay, here we go. To the gorgeous Arthur Sharp today. So let's start on the other side from what you were just practicing on. Resting. Once all the sounds are shifted. The foot behind really drags. Yeah. Shifting. Resting. Waiting till all the sound is gathered and falling. Then we breath. Shifting. Falling sand. Waiting. Nice, what size? Do in your own time, so it's your own sense of when the sand is in the right place. Finishing up. Beautiful. Great, thanks for joining today. So this is, I suppose, about using so waiting is not necessarily doing nothing, right? And we can learn that in the walking pattern, but just waiting for each moment to come into place before we're ready, really ready to take a step. And this can really come into be learnt through the walking pattern, but really come into our lives when we have to learn patience or be maybe impeccable about just softly letting all those moments of something fall into place before we move into action. Okay, great. Thanks for joining. See you next time.